so
you
fun.
can get.
It's so fun. It's classic.
Oh,
like
this
Ash,
is so good.
Ash, though, sets this composition up for success super hard. Seen a lot of Ambessa ults miss, but hard to miss it when you hit a stationary target. And the Smolder stacking
Oh my
on top
god,
of it.
okay. Wait, where does the smolder go? It is
It's
support
Ash.
Camille. God.
No, it's support Ash, right?
No, maybe. I thought it was mid lane smolder, support Camille, Ash 80 carry. I don't know whether it's good, but I mean, that's where the champions theoretically could go.
Like, that could happen, yeah, that could happen. We'll see.
Shen! Alright, that's Shen. So Delight is going to be playing the Shen support with the Xayah, and we've got like a whole lot of top laners, and then some other stuff. This is fun.
I do think that Camille support...
And so Delight going to see what kind of value he can get.
Yeah, I want to say Carrier almost played it, but opted not to.
Yeah, I think we were talking about Carrier was going to play it.
Keen may just want to let that experience go.
Yeah, he's going to flash back towards the turret. Let's see whether this dive is going to work out. As there's Delight just being dead. So first blood goes over to Duro on this support Camille. And now it might be his turn to die. Let's see how this dive is going to go as they find yet another one. And yeah, he's just dead. Grasping Roots are going to connect. And the flash out from Viper does mean that there's no follow-up kill there. The teleport back in from Keen will mean that he at least picks up most of this wave. But it is a 2-kill advantage here for HLE. But first blood goes over to Gen G. There's Canyon walking past these grubs as they spawn. They'd love to kill Peanut. That would mean that those grubs should be free. But instead, Peanut going to be able to find a way into this river. They look for an angle towards Chovy. Him and Viper doing battle here as 80 carry versus 80 carry. Delight wanted to come on over and stop Canyon from getting this done, but instead they turn onto Duro, who throws down the Hextech ultimatum. Peanut, the first one to go down, and as he hook shots away, and he stays alive. Into the backline goes Keen as well, and he executes Viper. Duro will eventually fall, but look at Zeus. He's taking so many of these shots, and it's a double kill on the back end for Zeus. He finds the angle, Delight flashes away, but he's still gonna die, and now Ruler finally finding a moment to perform as Zeka gets on top of him, but Ruler says no. He's got another left in the quiver for him, and they'll also claim 5 grubs off the back end.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is likely the team fight that breaks the game. Chovy, in that fight, did so much damage, but what he also did was stack hard. He stayed in that fight the entire time. He's stacking from the moment he drops his ultimate as well. And look at Duro's ult here. So well played. Actually gets him out alive. Canyon flashes to safety. And Keen, with the teleport here, shows up. Now Zeus is in the wrong spot, right? Yes, he secures the kill, but he sacrifices himself in order to do it, which isn't great, right? Keen comes in here. Yes, it's a really nice riposte, but look at Ruler and Chovy. 280 carries just having their best time. And Chovy just keeps queuing, stacking, and he's hitting 125 at like, I don't know, 14 minutes or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, that's absolutely absurd.
Let's see how many stacks he's at right now. 126 at 1230.
And Duro's dead.
Oh my god, yeah, Duro is dead. I don't know what.
It doesn't really matter. It's just.
But Chovy's at 129 stacks at 1230.
He's at a lot of stacks. And Zeus is 401. It's now the scaling versus Fiora.
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting.
And they do put up the wall of pain. Next objective going to be this Cloud Dragon. 27 seconds on that one. As Zeus continuing to dash around, Canyon will be here to make this an unfair fight. We were talking about walls of pain there before. Let's see what they can actually get done here as Duro finds a Hextech ultimatum. He's kind of by himself. The arrow, it sails by. There's the Requiem as Zeus just reposts it. And there goes Duro. So a nice pickup there for HLE.
Yeah, kill going over the Shen, but still, what looked like a pretty sticky situation is resolved. Chovy is starting to demolish this turret, though.
Yeah, this is the problem, is there's the flash forward from Zeka. Can he actually kill this Smolder as he blocks him? He can't get in. Delight with the Stands United to help lock down the pesky dragon.
All right, 2 big wins on both sides of the map for Hanwha Life. Plus this one here with another really good riposte from Zeus. Pretty good into Camille when she does in that face up, actually, as it turns out.
I mean, that's the top lane matchup, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Don't hookshot Fiora.
Yeah, don't do it.
But that was a support, so we'll give him a pass.
This also is really greedy here from Duro. The arrow doesn't connect, and even if it did, they don't quite have the follow-up here because Chovy is pushing into the Renekton, right? Like, they need a little bit more range damage. Ashe was far away as well, arrowed. And then this is just Zeka goes for the play, has the stand united, and Chovy knows as soon as he sees that Shen ultimate, he is dead. Really nice block to stop the flap over the wall.
Delight with, like, the I didn't even move Shadow Dash just to make sure that... I mean, this is the thing that you do sacrifice, so Rift Herald should now be secured by HLE. We'll see whether they can utilize that to grab themselves some map advantage.
I mean, no one's dying here for Hanwha, but this turret is getting worn down.
Oh, goodness me, the Achu doing so much work as Delight almost just dead as Mom just rains down. There's the taunt onto Duro. Grand challenge is issued, but not actually going to do too much here. So they are going to be able to brute force this inner turret. Let's see what HLE can get done on the other side of this, though, because the Rift Herald has now made its way towards the mid lane. They should be able to stick around and take this one down, although it's taking a bit of time. And Gen G utilizing the 5 grubs that they picked up as well. Really, really nice.
That's a really big grab for Hanwha Life because they have the ability now to look for Renekton flanks and try to set up some cool angles of attack to punish Ruler, who likes to overextend.
It's public execution as Featherstorm comes down. Stranglethorn's coming in there as well as Viper is alive, and Delight just takes down the Ambessa. Requiem is probably going to kill him. Yeah, there he goes, and that is 2 picked up for Gen G off the back end. You always have to remember, if you limp away, you're going to need a way to stop the beam of light from the sky. Keeps them in the game as far as scaling is concerned as well. So that is sort of permanent stats with that extra shield. 2 items now completed for Zeus. He teleports immediately back in.
Team fighting Fiora, it's time, I guess.
Yep, they know that they're going to have to try and win some sort of fight. And HLE are just desperately trying to get towards this pit. They do have some vision available. The problem is that Chovy, as he pokes them out, he's getting more of these stacks. As okay, he goes to Light. They managed to at least pop this Karthus, but remember, he can still do damage. There's the Requiem, as they can get onto that healing field if they want to stay alive, as now Zeka getting cut up by Keen, but the Stand United, it's going to be there. Keen goes down eventually. Duro's at full health, but look at Ruler. He's just raining the arrows in. Delight finds it, but not the kill. And Ruler limps away from the fight, but keeps himself alive. And Duro should be able to tank this dragon up as they look to deny that soul point.
This is an additional 5 minutes of time no matter what here. And that's why Hanwha Life Esports are so heavily committing to this fight. They go in and they kill Karthus. But as you pointed out, and as everybody who's watched League of Legends for a while knows, Karthus is still going to do big damage. Allows Ruler to win what's not really truly a 1v1, but an isolated fight there against his opposition. And now he can just run them down. Delight with some heroics here, which was really cool to see. Like, he's actually almost able to kill Ruler there. But ultimately, Ruler cleans up house, even though they kill the Smolder. There's 2 big threats.
And yeah, the roller coaster of emotions for everyone watching this series. Smolder's made it to the thing that he wants to make it to.
It's so hard now for Hanwha Life, and they have no vision here, trying to leapfrog their way in. They're so slow.
Yeah. Can Peanut actually get over as Mom gets angry? Yeah, no, he cannot make it in at all. And now they're just in the wrong spot. Public execution. Yep, right in front of all of his friends. Zeka is going to try and kill someone and does manage to at least send Canyon home. But it's a double kill off the back end. Peanut dead to Ruler, and Zeka follows the same fate. As HLE, I mean, I don't know what this Death Rush is really doing here, as Zeus just trying to keep himself somewhat not dead, as that's a lot of riposte value and does manage to at least send one of them home. Viper, I don't know what that Featherstorm was.
Hey, it's usually on the list of ultimates, approved ults to dodge, but he dodged the Requiem.
Ah, there we go.
It's not really on the approved ults we discussed with Zai. We're like, yeah, it's good into this, it's good into this. In that Silver Scrapes, they could go through with it and win. Because right now, this game feels pretty over. 6,000 gold lead, a Smolder that's fully stacked and getting more stacks all the time.
Ooh, that's a high-value Zyra damage. As Mum gets mad, Viper is also dead. Keen is just going to kill him, and there's nothing Delight can do about it because he's taking damage from everyone else. Double kill here for Keen is now Zeka trying to get this value. Sends Chovy home, might be able to do the same thing to Duro, and does so before making his way out of the base gate. Flash over, and in the meantime, Zeus is in a side lane, just killing this turret as well as all of the minions. HLE, they lose a lot, but they at least evict a lot of Gen G. Not Ruler, though, who's just going to take this in a turret, so it's still really bad for HLE.
Yeah, it's a I'm trying to look at this game and, you know, oh, well, this could be an angle, maybe. Ruler. He does have withdraw still.
Yeah, he may be withdrawing at this point in time. Yeah, he just goes down. In fact, yeah, just wore off, and now Canyon's also dead. Peanut, he's going to eat a Skittle, and that is not one that he finds too delicious. Zayas going to need to riposte, does so to avoid the Requiem, as Keen looking for some immediate revenge. Zayas trying to be that hero, and he does blast on his way to relative safety. But Chovy, every time he hits one of these Qs, I fear someone is just going to die. And yeah, that's like he sneezed and Viper had to press his ultimate. That is absurd. Oh my God! Avoided the splash somehow.
Good job, Zeka. He walked left on purpose for sure. Yeah, this is something we talked about a lot when Smolder first came out. Is you're like, oh, I'm good, and then your teammate just walks forward and sets up the splash. I feel like Delight has had a fantastic game, all things considered, in this one. His Shen play has been pretty phenomenal.
Outside of this exact point.
Not this exact moment, but the one that happens in the moment.
Yeah.
There's the small victories. We count the small victories, and like Genji then follow up to overextend with Ruler and Canyon, and I don't really want to talk about it, but like this can't keep happening or you're not going to go to first stand. But you know, it might not matter in this one. We'll watch it again. Delight does some cool stuff. We should probably cut to live because Baron is being taken by Genji, and they've got a lot of damage at this point in time in the game. Zeka, let's see what this Croc can get done. One last time, one last Hail Mary. Peanut.
Yeah, Peanut, can you actually get in there? The answer's probably going to be no, as they do manage to lock down the Baron. Now Zeka trying to do what he can. Chovy is just dead though, as Peanut locks that one up. That's a great arm guard to keep himself safe. But that 1-for-1 still going to kind of work in favor of HLE. The problem is that Genji managed to get themselves the Baron, and so they get the prize.
Yeah,
will Soul Point actually be enough to alleviate that, especially with Peanut at 100 health,
can
making
they
everyone nervous?
Get Soul Point is the real question. Requiem says no.
Peanut's just dead. Stand United, that's going to be enough to save him. Okay, eating some honey fruit here as well.
But and they lose the dragon,
They lose the dragon,
yeah. It was cool though. Delight, he's playing well, you know.
Fiora is in a side lane because of course team fighting Fiora means you're probably losing the game regardless. That is the game state for HLE right now as Delight. Oh my God. I don't know who looked at him the wrong way, but it was someone. And Delight is not going to die to the Requiem, but it is just softening them up. The dot damage as well is kind of absurd.
Dark Harvest stack acquired again here for Canyon. I wonder how many he has.
Well, teleport going to get Zayas on top of Canyon right now. Keen is moving so quickly to get on over, and he's interrupted. Oh no, Zayas 1 versus 3. I don't know about this one. Still able to take down Canyon. That is massive, and he's still alive. My God, Delight gets in there. That's why he was able to survive for so long. And Duro almost dead, but is going to be able to take down his opposite number. Some absolute heroics here for HLE, but they are on death's door, even if they are flailing about in a pretty cool way.
Yeah, that was really cool, but it isn't going to change the outcome here in this game. Maybe in an even game state, maybe in an even draft. Not in this scenario, as Chovy is just going to start AoEing them down. Every burn hurts.
Oh my goodness, yeah, exactly. Look at that, sneezed on Viper, and he had to go back up into the sky once again. As I don't know whether a recall of some feathers is going to be enough to stop them from just tearing this base apart. Another conga line of minions is going to move in from the top side as Keen dashing around in circles of Strangle Thorns. Not going to really get anything done. And all right, now we're flashing forward, looking for some opportunities as the Requiem does come on through, and that is going to take down at least Delight. Ruler is just kiting out the Renekton, who is free food for these 80 carries. Zayas trying to be the fed Fiora that he wants to be, but he's like that Fiora that says they're a smurf in your iron solo queue game. Sometimes they're just not good enough to get it done, and it doesn't happen this time either. And that is silver scraped by Genji for the second time in a row for HLE as well, going to 5 games.
Yeah, really interesting series we ended up with here. Genji nearly tossing that game 2 away. We wouldn't have even gotten here if that were the case. How close they were to losing that one. And then in this game with a really cool swap of the Camille to support. We knew it was a possibility, but unfortunately, Honda Life Esports indexed super hard into it not happening, and then they got smoldered super hard.
They really did. I actually think the pivot in the draft was so beautiful. I do truly believe that Gen G were thinking that it was going to be the Camille in a solo lane, like Ambessa mid or something like that for Chovy, and then you play around the Karthus that way. But I love this pivot. Duro also playing a great game.